Hey guys, welcome to Morning Motivation. I apologize if you were on the last recording and I had to stop it because of an issue. So we are going to restart. So first off, is your mind like overactive and just thinking all the time? Maybe you're worrying about your kids or your job, or trying to make a lot of decisions, and so you're just having trouble stilling your mind. Maybe you don't even have a lot of decisions and you're having trouble stilling your mind. But either way, there are 5 exercises that I'll go through today, and I have additional ones that are kind of in the back of my mind, so if they come up, you may hear more than just 5 as well. The first one is to, get in a comfy position. And so, if this is something that you're doing before you go to bed or in the evening after you have put your kids down, or, you have that time for just you in the evening or for you and your spouse, and just getting into a comfy position and then counting yourself down from 5. And so with each countdown, you take a deep breath in and then release it. And some of these exercises can actually be combined. So this one could help you to get into the other exercises as well. So for instance, you're sitting on your couch, you take a deep breath in, and you go 5, release that breath out, 4, take a deep breath in, and then a deep breath out, a deep breath out, yeah. And you do that all the way down to 1. And so that can really help to focus on your breathing. And I know it can seem very simple and very basic. It's like, okay, well, I'm just counting down and, just taking a deep breath in, but it's actually very effective because a lot of times, we're holding that stress and we're holding that tension, and by deep breathing, we can start to release some of those tense parts of our body and also oxygenate our lungs. So we need that breath to fuel our brain, to fuel our body. And you can even visualize. Sometimes we'll have people visualize that breath going all throughout your body. And so picture that breath taking going all the way through your brain, going down through your lungs, going into your heart, your veins, your fingertips, and your legs. So just visualizing that breath and taking it in, releasing it, and counting down from 5. And so it's kind of like a hypnosis, if you will, like you're when they start to count you down. So that one can be really effective, just the breathing and visualizing that breath. The second one is to start from the tip of your toes and focus on the tip of your toes, focus on your feet. And then we do what's called a body scan. So is there any tension that you're holding in your feet, in your toes, in your toenails, everything? Visualize releasing those and actually physically release it. So if you notice that there's a tense part of that body, then start to release it. And so with this body scan, you're starting with your feet and then it's going all the way up your body. So focus on first untensing your feet, and then move to your ankles, and then your calves, and then your thighs, and focus on just releasing each part of your body all the way up to the tip of your head. And so you call this a body scan, or you can call it just releasing the tension all throughout your body, body relaxation. So there are a couple different terms for it, but that's going to be your second activity as well. The third one is to picture your breath as a cloud. And so you can take that in. So picture breathing in a cloud and then breathing it out. And as you're doing this, as you're visualizing that breath as a cloud, consider thinking about a certain thought that you want to breathe out, that you breathe out into that cloud. And then every time you breathe in a belief or a thought that you want to replace that thought with. So for instance, I may breathe out, people find me to be annoying or something like that. I may breathe that out, and then I breathe in, I am confident, I am secure, I am at peace with myself and others. And so you're replacing a negative belief with a truer belief or a more positive belief about yourself. And so you're picturing that breath as a cloud, you breathe it out and breathe it back in a positive way. So that's your third option. sometimes we do the fourth one, which is a visualization of an object transforming. And so this one kind of weirds some people out. Not weirds them out, but like, it's difficult sometimes to focus on these ideas. So when you visualize an object transforming, this may be like a candle melting, or a rope, a tightly wound rope untwisting. And so you can visualize those kind of different things. What's the object that you're visualizing? And this can be really therapeutic because you can actually start to release your own body to be more like that wax, or to be more like that unwound rope. And so that's the fourth one, visualizing an object transforming into something that's more calming and still. And then the fifth one is to speak truth over yourself every time, and visualize that coming true. So for instance, like I shared in the third one with I am confident, or I am at peace with myself and others. Visualize each time that has actually happened in the past. Visualize what that looks like to you in the future. So I am at peace with myself and others. In the future, that may look like properly dealing with or comfortably dealing with conflict. You may visualize, being more objective and less emotionally driven. Whatever it is, but you're speaking that truth over yourself, you're saying that thought and that affirmation, and then you're visualizing what that actually looks like, or what it's looked like in the past, and all the confirming things about it. And I say this because there's actually, if you are constantly confirming that you are, a perfectionist, and you see that as a bad thing, and you're like, I'm such a controlling person, this is what I want, this is what I do, and you think of all of those times where it's been a negative issue, and so you're confirming that belief in yourself, and you may wrestle with it a lot more because you're holding on to it, and you're at war with yourself, so you're thinking about it, it's on your mind. So by focusing on a more positive belief and replacing that thought, and then playing that over and over in your mind of all the positive experiences, you can begin to create new neurological pathways in your brain. And if you want to learn more about that, I love neurological pathways, so if you want to learn more, I'll be happy to share that with you. But basically, there are pathways in your brain that the more that you think of something, that is what you become. It's kind of like ruts in the brain. So, I have a thought, I have a belief, and I'm going to create that rut, and I'm going to think of all the different experiences. That's how I'm going to filter the rest of the world. And so if you want to replace that, you replace it with a belief connected to the memories, connected to your thoughts, visualize it happening, and in that way you can create new neurological pathways in your brain, and be driven and focused on that. So those are some different visualization, mindset, breathing exercises, relaxation exercises. So those are the 5 main ones. Did you hear one that sounds like it is most appropriate for you, or is the combination of a couple different ones going to be right for you? So comment below with the one that works best for you. I'd love to hear kind of your thoughts on it. It's really interesting. Some people are like, I'm ADHD, so I can't focus on one thing, and I like this one better because of that, and well, I deal with this issue, so that one works better for me. So whatever it is, I love to hear the feedback from this exercise and see, what kind of helps people most. And yeah, so those are 5 different exercises, and I hope that's helpful. And as always, let me know if there's anything I can do. I'll see you guys next time.